Today we're digging into a mystery. Why did some of the most popular houseplants from just a few years ago completely fall off the radar? I've got stories, theories, and a few surprises. It's like one day they were everywhere. Every influencer had them, every plant shop couldn't keep them in stock, and then poof, gone, vanished, like they never existed. We're talking about those plants that were supposed to be the next big thing, the ones we all ran out and bought, only to be left wondering, wait, what happened? Get cozy, this is going to be fun. Okay, first up we gotta talk about the Peperomia Hope. This little cutie was like the it girl of the plant world for a hot minute. Everyone and their mum was saying how crazy easy it was to care for, how it was perfect for people who basically live in caves because they only need a sliver of sunlight, and how freaking adorable it was with those little round leaves. And for a while it was all true. Peperomia Hope was killing it, living its best life on our windowsills. But then it started to like trail. And not in a cute cascading way. It got all stringy and awkward like that one friend who got way too into growing their hair out in high school and ended up looking like a member of a hair metal band from the 80s. And honestly, kind of sad looking. I'm not gonna lie, I totally fell for the Peperomia Hope hype. I had one, named her Petunia, even gave her a little macrame hanger so she could live her best trailing life. But after a while, even I had to admit she was looking rough. Like, I loved her, I really did, but she was starting to resemble a tangled mess of green spaghetti more than a houseplant. And it turns out I wasn't alone. All my plant friends were having the same issue. Their Peperomia Hopes, once the envy of their plant collections, were now relegated to the back corner, hidden behind the real showstoppers. It was a mass exodus. Like everyone collectively woke up one day and was like, yeah, the Peperomia Hope thing isn't doing it for me anymore. Next up, we've got the philodendron atom. This plant came in hot, all hyped up and ready to be the next big thing, but it never quite, caught on. It was like that one friend who shows up to a party all loud and boisterous, trying way too hard to be the center of attention, but ends up just kinda standing there awkwardly while everyone else is like, who invited this girl? First of all, the name. Philodendron atom. It sounds like something I should have learned about in chemistry class, which, let's be real, I totally failed. And the plant itself, it kinda looked like a cabbage. Like a cute cabbage, I guess, with those ruffled leaves. But still, a cabbage. Even during the whole philodendron craze, when everyone and their grandma was obsessed with Birkins and pink princesses, the atom just couldn't seem to catch a break. It was like the plant world was collectively saying, yeah, no, we're good. We'll stick with our trendy, Instagram-worthy philodendrons, thanks. Part of the problem, I think, was that the atom just wasn't that exciting. It didn't have the dramatic variegation of a Birkin, the vibrant colors of a pink princess, or even the easygoing nature of a heartleaf. It was just there, existing, taking up space, like a cabbage. Oh, the heartleaf philodendron. This one hits close to home, guys. It's like that ex you were obsessed with for a hot minute, the one who could do no wrong in your eyes, but then you realized they were kinda basic and everyone else had dated them at some point too. This plant had everyone in a chokehold back in 2020. Remember those dark days? We were all stuck inside, stress baking banana bread, and desperately trying to fill the void in our lives with something, anything, that brought us joy. Enter the heartleaf philodendron. Low light? No problem. This bad boy could thrive in a dimly lit corner. Fast growing? You betcha. This thing would sprout new leaves faster than you could say quarantine fatigue. Super forgiving? Absolutely. You could practically water it with orange juice and it would still be like, yo, thanks for the hydration, fam.
We were in love, head over heels. This was it, the plant soulmate we'd all been waiting for. But then, reality hit. That easygoing nature we loved? Yeah, it turns out that also meant the heartleaf had a tendency to get a little out of control. Those fast-growing vines, they started taking over our apartments, creeping across our walls like something out of a horror movie. And the styling, don't even get me started on the styling. We tried everything, moss poles, trellises, macrame hangers. But no matter what we did, the heartleaf always ended up looking like a hot mess of leggy, scruffy vines.
Okay, let's talk about the global green pothos. This one, my friends, felt like a straight-up plant scam. It was like those limited edition sneakers that everyone freaks out about, but when you actually see them, you're like, wait, These are just the regular ones with a slightly different logo, right?
Remember when everyone was losing their minds over variegated plants? Like, if a leaf had even the tiniest hint of white or yellow on it, people were shelling out hundreds of dollars for a cutting. It was wild.
And that's where the global green pothos came in. It was marketed as this super rare, highly sought-after variety of pothos, with its unique variegation that set it apart from the basic marble queen, except the variegation was barely noticeable. We're talking the tiniest difference in the stripes on the leaves. One had outer stripes, one had inner stripes. Who could even tell? It was like those spot the difference pictures where you stare at them for hours and still can't figure out what's changed.
But we, the plant-obsessed public, blinded by our desire for the next big thing, fell for it. We paid exorbitant prices for these global green pothos, convinced we were getting our hands on something truly special.
And then we got them home, put them next to our marble queens, and were like, wait a minute.
The ZZ chameleon. Oh, the ZZ chameleon. This plant was like that one friend you have who's perfectly nice and everything, but they're just kind of there. You don't dislike them, you're not gonna uninvite them from the group chat or anything, but you also wouldn't be heartbroken if you never saw them again. They pitched it to us like, look, it's yellow, then green. And we were all just kinda like, cool, but why? Like, what am I supposed to do with that information? It just didn't bring enough wow factor to the table. We already had the ZZ raven, the edgy older sibling with its dark, almost black foliage. We had the ZZ zenzi, the sophisticated cousin with its compact size and glossy leaves. What did we need this lukewarm, color-changing ZZ for? It was like the plant world was trying to reinvent the wheel. We already had our go-to ZZ plants, the ones that were tried and true, the ones that didn't need to rely on some gimmicky color-changing leaves to get our attention.
So what do you think? Are these plants gone for good, or ready for a comeback? Did I just make you nostalgic for your old peperomia hope? Are you secretly thinking about giving a ZZ chameleon plant a second chance? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. Maybe it's time to give some of these forgotten favorites another shot. After all, trends come and go, but a plant's love for sunlight and water is forever. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more insights. See you next time.